what's up YouTube? It's me, Sarah, and today I'm going to be talking about why covering my acne with makeup didn't really help my self-esteem. So today's video is just a little different than my past videos just because I felt like having story time. I just wanted to share some lessons that I've learned so far, and I just hope this video helps anybody who may be struggling with self-esteem. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for watching. I just wanted to let everybody know that my YouTube is to help anybody who's struggling with acne, but it's also just to share my skincare journey holistically, naturally, with just very affordable, clean, and effective ingredients. So I started wearing makeup since I was like 14 years old, I think, and it was just like the basic makeup, you know, like mascara and maybe some concealer, maybe some powder, but that was really it. I didn't really go more in depth with that just because at the time I really hated wearing makeup. I only wore it just to cover a pimple or just because I felt like wearing mascara. I obviously didn't know what I was doing with my makeup, okay? I still don't know what I'm doing. I've had so many friends wipe my makeup off because they thought there was like dirt on my nose, or they just like were confused and they didn't know that I was trying to conceal a pimple. I remember when I was 18, I was a senior in high school and it was picture day. I was waiting in line next to my friend at the time. She looked at me just like, Sarah, you have something on your nose. On the dot, I would get a huge pimple on my nose. It would happen like every single year. I don't know why, but it was like on this consistent schedule to just show up on my face. And coincidentally, it was on picture day. So I did everything I could the night before to pop that sucker. And again, you don't want to do that, but at the time I was so desperate, so I tried to pop it and it left a scab on my nose. So I covered that scab with concealer. And the concealer was my mom's concealer, so it didn't even match my skin tone, but whatever made me feel like that pimple was covered. Basically, she grabbed a napkin and she wiped my nose. She wiped all of that makeup off and she was like, oh. And I was like, oh, did you get it? But in my head, I knew that it was my pimple that she was referring to. And she was like, oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, I got it. So I had to literally, like seconds later, I had to take my senior picture. And it turned out better than I expected, but I just felt really embarrassed that day. So over time, it's just like, I just remember random people calling me out on it. And I just felt the need to cover my acne. It made me feel better, more accepted, I guess. Fast forward and I'm in college. So as you guys who have been watching my videos know, that was prime time breakout. So I was breaking out consistently. That's when I started struggling with cystic acne. My skin was not happy. And to make it worse, I was dating a guy at the time who had literally perfect skin. I never saw his skin with a pimple. I remember I had to go visit him because he was in the military, and when I went to go visit him, I had to share a hotel room with his family. I just remember being in that hotel room and I just kept thinking to myself like, okay, I just have to wait till everybody goes to sleep so I can be the last one to shower and I can go wash off my makeup and no one will catch me. And I even set my freaking alarm clock to 4 in the morning the next day so I could be the first one up, put on my makeup, and just chill. And it is so sad that I went to that extent, just because I didn't want anybody to see me without makeup. And I didn't want them to judge me because his family was so good looking. I really didn't love myself the way I was supposed to love myself, which is why I really did have that lack of confidence and so many insecurities. Makeup at the time was like a mask for me. It was a way for me to feel comfortable enough to show my skin, show myself, really. I actually received LASIK surgery on my eyes, and if y'all want to see that video, I can definitely make a video for you guys. Yeah, so with LASIK, for those of you that don't know, I basically corrected my vision. You're not allowed to wear makeup to surgery or a few days afterwards because you don't want to risk infection. And again, I was breaking out so bad around the time that I was getting LASIK. And I remember texting my boss slash doctor at the time and I just asked her, I was like, when can I wear makeup? When will I be able to? When do I go back to work? And I was just so scared to go to work without makeup on. Like, what the heck? She texted me back and she goes, you can wear it in a few days. She goes, where you need to go? Where you need to wear makeup? And I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to know. And it just was so embarrassing because even she was like, what's up? Why do you have to wear makeup, you know? I was not happy with myself. I wasn't happy with my skin. And the only way where I felt comfortable enough to leave my house was if I wore makeup. And that's just really sad. I don't think that anybody deserves to feel that way, to feel that insecure. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I've been through that. What really made me feel empowered was to just let go of that fear. And the first pictures I took, which started my blog, was my first day of my acne journey. And I remember taking my very first photo. I just felt so empowered. I felt more confident than I felt for the past few years. I just remember feeling like I took control of my life. I took control of my insecurities. I confronted them. I decided from that day forward I was really gonna love myself and I wasn't gonna let anybody change my perception of myself, what I believed in and me as a person. So basically told myself nobody's gonna disrupt that peace inside of me. Nobody deserves that type of power and control over my happiness. Not ragging on anybody who does wear makeup, because I love wearing makeup. It makes me feel like I'm more put together, like I'm ready to take on my day. Like, I love makeup, you know? But when you start to rely on it like the way I did, to where I didn't want to leave my house except when I had it on, I had to take a step back and think about really what mattered and the type of person that I wanted to be and who I really was deep down, not even considering my outside appearance. What matters most is that you do love yourself and that you know you're worthy even if you do have acne. And that sometimes, yeah, you want to cover your face with makeup or sometimes you want to cover that pimple, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're feeling like the way I felt back then, where you didn't want to see anybody or go anywhere, think about how amazing you are even with acne and even if you decide not to cover it. That's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really felt the need to post a video like this, and I miss story time. I like talking about my personal experiences if it helps anybody out there in the world who may be struggling like I struggled. So thank you so much again for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. I post every single Monday.